Hi there, my name's Vince from mymatevince.com, and in this video today it's another trying to fix video. Now I'm hoping that this isn't going to be a very long one because the only thing that is faulty is this charger here. So this is basically a Sat Nav charger that you plug into your cigarette lighter, or probably called a 12-volt outlet now, in your car, and then you charge up your Sat Nav with it. Now I have had this for years and years and years, and it's always worked perfectly. I think I've had it for probably about 13 or so years now. I really can't remember how long I've had it, a long time. And it goes from my car to my wife's car, from my wife's car to my car, whoever car needs to know how to get somewhere. So basically the other night, my wife was picking up my daughter from a party, running a little bit on the late side. She said, can you set up the Sat Nav in her car? I went in there, plugged it all in, and there was a green light. And then I noticed the green light went off. And I thought, oh, is it a dodgy 12-volt outlet? But then I put it into another 12-volt outlet and it was still off. So unfortunately, what's happened is this thing here has gone faulty. So what I did is I just got a portable battery pack and I just connected it up with a mini USB, because that's what this is here, to get her to be able to use it to collect my daughter. But it means that this is no longer working. Not that big a deal, because obviously you can buy one of these off eBay. It's just that this one here does feel good quality, and I know the one I get off eBay isn't going to be great. So I'm going to try it and fix it. Now, let me just quickly show you it not working. So I've got this big old lump off a power bank here. If I plug this into here, yeah, can you see there's no green light on there? Oh, hold on. It did flash for a second there. Oh, yeah, look. Oh, well, I didn't see that the other night in the car. So obviously it's a break here. And if you look at the strain relief here, the strain relief is broken. That's where I thought maybe the fault might be. But yeah, look at that. So that's the reason why the other night it worked and then didn't work. Let's take this thing apart and let's see what's happening with it. And see if it is repairable or not. Obviously, if it's not repairable, then I'll have to buy a new one. But if it's repairable, you never know, I might be able to get another 13 years out of it. Right, okay. So I was going to check the fuse and stuff, but obviously it is a bad bit on the cable there. But let's undo this here, because I know in here there's a little fuse. So just out of curiosity, get my multimeter. And just to make sure that there is continuity through that fuse, which there is. Right, okay, so we're going to have to prise this apart. Now I can see that there's rubber things here. Let's see if there's any screws under that. No screws under that. So it is going to be a case of prising it, because I can't see any other connections anywhere. Just going to take the sticker off, see if there's any screws or anything underneath it. No, there's not. Okay, right, I'm going to prise this open with a pry tool. Right, that was an absolute epic, but I managed to get it open. Unfortunately, it does look like it was glued shut, so it's not really designed to be opened. Wow, okay, I wasn't actually expecting that on the inside. Well, I suppose it has to convert the 12 volts probably down to 5 volts. I don't know what this takes as an input. Yeah, input is 5 volts at 1 amp. So that's what this is doing. This is converting the 12 volts down to 5 volts. Right, so we've got the red wire. Let me zoom right in. We've got the red wire from, let's say, the positive. I think on a car, I presume the middle bit's positive and this bit must be like the negative. So we've got that going into there, and we've got a black wire there. Right, so from this lead here, this is a mini USB, we have 3 cables. So what I'm going to do is, you can see that the strain relief here is snapped, just purely because this is the bit that gets all the movement, isn't it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull each of the wires, see if they come loose. Right, that feels tight. That feels tight. No, this is moving. There we go. That's it, the white wire. So let's see now. Look, you can see exactly where that's gone. So it's gone exactly on that little bit there. So what I'm thinking is, if I pop this out, I can unsolder the wires, chop the wire here, pull fresh stuff through, and then it should be all right. I might even be able to reuse this strain relief. I think I will be able to reuse the strain relief, because I can just push it down. Look, I can push it down onto a good bit of the cable. Oh. If I use some pliers, let me get some pliers to push that down. Remember, I'm going to be chopping this bit here, so I don't care that I'm crushing it with pliers. There we go. Okay, so it's nice and loose now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a little bit of wire showing here so I know where to solder them back, and I'm going to chop this wire back a bit and then we can solder it on. I reckon this is definitely going to be fixable. Yeah, look, you can see that the black and the red were about to go as well. Look, can you see there? They're actually stripped back pretty badly there, aren't they? Right, now that could have happened with me pulling the wires, couldn't it? Because otherwise they would have all been shorting together. But it shows you they must have been weak there anyway. Where the white one broke, the others are all stripped. So if the white one didn't go out, I'd say it wouldn't be long before the other ones were going to go. Right, I'm stripping back further, and again they're gone here as well. So I think what could be happening here is they might be starting to break down. If you look at that, they're gone there and there, so unfortunately I'm going to have to go even further back. Right, well they look okay now. From there on they look okay. So I'm going to have lost about this much off the wire, which isn't great, but remember it's on a flex anyway, so it should still be fine. Right, so now I have to pop this board out and see if I can solder onto it. Yes, I can. Yeah, there you go, positive, negative, and the white one over here. Right, so I'm going to pass this new one through here. Actually, I don't need to, I can just take that out. So the strain relief will still be doing something, but it's not going to be perfect because it's broken here already. Right, so I want it about that much, don't I? And then that will just go up and over. There. Okay, so I've got them all stripped back now, ready to solder on. So let's unsolder the old ones and solder on these. Okay, so they're all soldered on now. You can see white wire to there, red wire to there, black wire to there. It came off lovely and easy, especially when using the solder sucker. And just soldered them back into place. So now we just need to put this back together, and I'm just going to have to use a little bit of super glue to connect it all up again. So I'm going to get some super glue and I'm just going to put a few dots. I'm not going to go crazy with it, I'm just going to put a few dots around the edge, and then hopefully it will all be working alright. Right, so I've just put a sprinkling around the edge. Make sure that none of the wires get trapped. Right, I'm just going to hold that for a couple of minutes. Right, so a couple of minutes have passed, so let's put this thing back together. So that goes on there, like so. That bit goes in there. Fuse. Screws that in, and I'll just put the little label back on it, make it look nice again. This rubber thing's not wanting to seat as well as it did before. Right, okay, so that's back together now. This rubber thing here is definitely sticking out more. It's just got kind of like rubber feet, but for some reason it's not kind of gripping in there. It's like, well, I can show you. Oh, actually, no, it's staying in. Right, I'll explain. It's kind of like an arrowhead, and the arrowhead should go in. But I've been trying to put pressure on it. I thought it would just clip back in, but it's not doing it that nice. But I think over time, with constant squeezing, that will go back in. Right, okay, so let's now see if we have the green light, which we do constantly. Let's give it a wiggle. Yay. Excellent. 100% fixed because we've seen the brake, and every time we wiggled it, it worked before, and we physically seen the break in the wire. So I'm just going to cover up the screen here, but you can see that we got the light on now. And if I give it a wiggle round, there you go, working. So although not the most interesting of fixes, it's still a fix, and it still saves you buying that. I mean, I'm sure that wouldn't have been expensive, but if you wanted a quality one, I bet a quality one probably would be £5, £6, £7, £8 for a good one, and this definitely is a good one. I know you can probably buy them for £1.99, but when you buy really cheap stuff like that, they don't feel very good. So I'm happy that I've got that fixed now because I know it's a quality product and I haven't damaged it in any way. It was just a simple break off a wire, pulled the cable through, resoldered it on. What a nice, easy fix to do. So hopefully that will keep working for many years to come now. So that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe for more trying to fix videos. Take care. Bye now.